Welcome back to another great episode of Raihanna's Cuisines. Today we have a little bit of a new setup here. It's not going to be for all the time. I sold my dining table and getting another one. So until that happens, we're going to use this setup for a while. So today I am bringing you a very special recipe for Mother's Day, and I chose this recipe because my mom is diabetic. So this is going to be a diabetic friendly, keto friendly fudge or dessert or Indian mithai. My mom loves peras, and so I came up with this recipe. Wednesday I uploaded a video on how to make homemade condensed milk using erythritol, which is my choice of the sweetener that I use, and they turned out amazing. So before I get started, just want to let you know that if you watch that video for the condensed milk, you'll be able to get 3 cups out of that, so you can make actually 3 times the recipe. All right, so subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and there's a notification button right next to it. Hit that so that you can get a notification every time a video has been uploaded. Let's get started. Very simple recipe. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be using 1 stick of butter, which is equivalent to 8 tablespoons, which is 1/4 of a pound, which is 1/2 cup. So I'm giving you the measurement because I've had a lot of people saying, well, you know, when you say 1 stick, what do you mean? And in the US, we get sticks like this. I highly recommend that you use the unsalted butter because it's just not a good idea to use the salted one because you don't have control over the salt in that. All right, so in here now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. While that's melting, I'll talk to you about the other stuff here. So this is the condensed milk that we're going to be using. We're going to be using some rose essence, and we're going to be using some food color just to make that pink or light red color. And then we're also going to be using the instant non-fat dry milk. Now you don't have to get this one. I just do because you know, it works really well for me. It works good. You'll also need something like a mold where you're going to make the imprints on top of the peras, which I made some earlier and just want to show you. They're pretty soft right now, but this is what the imprint for the rose peras is going to look like. So you want to get something like that. You're going to have to be creative. I found this is a floating candle that I found, and I used that. So once your butter is a little melted, doesn't have to be completely melted, we're going to add that 1 cup of sugar-free homemade condensed milk in here. And I'm going to try and get everything out of here because this stuff is liquid gold. You can do so much with this recipe for the condensed milk. So we're going to put that in here. I'm just going to give it a good mix here. All right, in here goes, I'm just going to do about you can use powder red color. You could, you know, you can decide what you want. I'm just doing 4 drops of the red food coloring, and it's gonna look darker right now, but as I add the powder milk, it will get lighter, or I might even have to add a little bit more in there. See, I might have to add a little bit more in there. All right, so I'll do that, but then in the meantime, I'm also gonna be adding couple droplets of the rose essence, and because they are shaped as a rose, I really like the color and I like that imprint. That's why I do the rose essence in here, right? We're also going to be adding a pinch of salt in here. Now let's go ahead and add 2 cups of powder milk. It's 1. And that's 2. And now usually in the pera I do add cardamom, but because these are the rose flavored ones, I am not going to add the cardamom in here, the crushed cardamom, right? You just want to give this mixture good mix so that you've got everything really incorporated really well. And I'm telling you, if you like the scent of rose, oh, it smells so good. Do you see that how you will just have to adjust the color depending on whatever color you're using? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it in the microwave for 1 minute, take it out. We're going to stir it. We're going to put it back in. We're going to do that for 7 minutes. So I'll show you the first minute and the last minute, just so you see how it's coming along. 1 minute, this is what it's going to look like. The trick to this is you want to really beat it, like kind of keep on doing this every time it comes out of the microwave, like really beat it. And you'll know once this starts cooking up more what I mean. The other thing before I stick it in again in the microwave is I really wanted to talk about the voltage of the microwave. This is really important. I have another built-in microwave at home that I can't use because the voltage is so high for my mithais or my sweet dishes, for Indian sweet dishes. You see here that it's a 900 watt microwave. So if you have a higher voltage microwave, there is a way that you can turn down the temperature or the voltage in the microwave. Just do that so it doesn't cook up as it's not cooking on very high, because when you're going to cook it on very high, you're gonna get I want to show you here, you're gonna get something like this, because I tried this in my other microwave, and you'll see that you're gonna get, the mixture is gonna dry up very quickly, so you're gonna start getting these cracks on the side. Now the ones that I did in this microwave, I want to show you, I want to compare. You see that there's hardly any cracked edges on this one, while there's more cracked edges on this one. This just means that it's getting overcooked and it's drying, the mixture is drying. So if this happens, and I've had a lot of questions because I had this video posted before, which was the regular peras. And I had lots of people asking, well, my mixture's burning or they're cracking. This is the big thing, that this is the reason why they're cracking. So let's get this going. When we come back, I'll show you what it looks like after 7 minutes. So this is our last, this is the 7th minute. I want to show you what it looks like. You can see here that the mixture has thickened up a lot. And when you're beating it, all that, the little pebble like powdered milk has dissolved completely, and you can see that they'll be able to, you can form this. You see how you can just turn it, and you can also see that some of the oil or the butter has come out that is on the plate, on the thing. You'll be able to see that you'll be able to form it. Now this is really hot, but I'm just giving you a couple pointers to know when do you know that the peras are completely cooked and you're not overcooking this. So you see how I'm just moving it around, and I can make a tiny ball out of this. This is perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this mixture sit for between 10 to 12 minutes, just until we can handle this mixture. I also forgot that we're going to need also a little bit of ghee or clarified butter. We're going to use on our hands so we can make those rounds and make the imprints. So let this mixture cool down. When we come back, I'll show you how to roll these. I have some ghee. We're just going to put it in my hand, and we're just going to mix it so that the mixture will not stick in our hands. And then you just want to take a dollop of it, and then you want to make a nice tight round, and see how the mixture is really like setting. Like, you shouldn't have any cracks at this time. The hotter the mixture, the less chance that you're gonna get any cracks in your mixture. So that is one of the keys for making peras, is that you roll it while it's pretty darn hot. Whew. All right, so see how it is, and I'm just kind of dropping them just like that. Add a little bit more in. We're going to continue to do this. You should get anywhere between 20 to 25 peras. Now that depends also on how big you're making them. I make them pretty small. I like them pretty small. I like that with my tea at night. And this is great for any sweet cravings. I'm telling you, with a cup of coffee, these are great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to imprint these. Okay, so I have my imprint here. The mixture is super hot. It's gonna take a while for the imprint to come out. So if you wanna wait like maybe a minute, don't wait too long, about a minute, and then you'll be able to see that the imprint comes out really nicely. So I'm gonna finish all these, but I have some that I've prepared already that I want you to see here. So I made 3 kinds. I made some that are a regular one that I added yellow color in, and this one has cardamom in it. Then we have the rose ones, and then I made these here that are coffee flavored. So if you want me to do a recipe on the coffee flavored, comment below and let me know, and then I'll do the coffee flavored as well. So this is it. We're all done, and this takes 7 minutes. This can also be done on the stovetop if you prefer. So like this time, I take this time out to wish all the beautiful, gorgeous, hardworking mothers out there. I hope you guys have an amazing Mother's Day. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.